not in the frame, but bring the camera up. Okay, bring it down. Okay, this describes, not only is it written what the pipe is and what. Okay, this is how it's measured, and this measurement will be different depending on the actual bore sizes of your T. Take a length of pipe that's in excess of 18 inches, probably 20 inches or more, and insert it into the port of the pipe of the T that it'll go to. This will be the left bottom pipe, so we'll put it in the left side of the T. Now, okay, this is the way you set it up to cut the left bottom pipe. Insert the pipe end into the T, and this is the tricky part. You have to be able to turn it by hand, but you don't want it to be so tight that it won't turn by hand, so you have to use your own judgment. Insert the pipe far enough to where it's snug but still turns. And remember, it doesn't have to turn real easy, because to do a tilt adjustment, you can grab the loop from the top and you'll get some leverage that way. So as long as you can turn it some, even if it's a little hard to turn, then you've got the right amount of insertion, you got the right fit. And like the little diagram on the pipe shows, you measure from the center of the T to the end of where the pipe is going to be. Since you want the whole bottom section, that is the left bottom, the T, and the right bottom, you want tip to tip on that to measure 36 inches, just like your top pipe. So you want to measure each one of these from the center of your T 18 inches out to either the left side to cut the left pipe or the right side to cut the right pipe, and you want to have it 18 inches. Now, because of the difference in the way your pipes fit together, and because of the way the difference is in the way that your elbows will seat and everything, your loop may not be perfectly square. Don't worry too much about it, because while you're working on it is the closest you'll ever be to that loop, and it may look a little bad, it may look a little off square, but when it's in the yard and your neighbors see it, it'll look perfectly square, it'll look fine. So just remember, cut each bottom piece by first inserting your length of stock pipe in one side of the T. Insert it just tight enough to where you can still turn it by hand, but it's snug, and that's pretty much it. And for the bottom pipes. Now, okay, this other right bottom, it's already been cut using the same technique. There's the transformer assembly. Here's the T with the left pipe. Now the left section, it also has the elbow with the access hole. It's coming up here. So far your list of pipe sections, I'm going to start in the upper left and go across, is as such. Top left elbow, top pipe, top right elbow, side pipe, right bottom, T-joint, or T-assembly in our case, left bottom, bottom left elbow, and then your left side pipe. Okay, the next step I'll do is I'll glue the elbow, the top left elbow, on the top pipe. And in order for the loop to even work, the mouth of the right elbow, the bottom mouth of the right elbow, and the bottom mouth of the left elbow will need to be squared up and in line with each other. And since I'm on a table, there's a very simple technique for that. What you're looking at right now is the top of the top left elbow. It's sitting with its mouth is sitting on the tablecloth, and it's supporting the entire top section of our loop, or what will be our loop, I should say. And as we pan up the length of that top pipe, you see the other elbow. Now, With the pipe sitting in this position, the mouths of both of these elbows are squared up with each other and parallel to the surface that it's sitting on, because if it wasn't parallel, it couldn't sit up straight. So it's parallel. Now, part of the trick here is that this top left elbow has been just barely inserted on the pipe. Now, the reason is I'm going to put the pipe cement right behind it. And as I seat the elbow, I'll hold the main section of the pipe down, and I'll maintain the squareness as I wiggle back and forth in this manner as I seat the elbow, and it'll push it onto the band of cement that I put around the pipe behind it, and I'll maintain squareness while I'm assembling it. Now, Mom was nice enough to give me permission to ruin one of her older tablecloths, so this vinyl tablecloth, I could end up dripping some PVC pipe cement on it, but it won't be any major consequence because I already have permission to damage the tablecloth. Now, I bought a small container, a few ounces of pipe cement. So I don't be too messy. Get the excess fluid off of the brush so it won't drip any more than necessary. I'm painting a band around the pipe behind the elbow. And like I said, I'm going to walk that elbow on there, and as I do, the cement will bond and take. So I can maintain squareness as I push it together. Glue will set very rapidly. It may be possible to break it loose if I had a mistake, but that's a risk I don't want to take. So, top is pretty much together. It's already developing strength and firmness. Because I walked the elbow on, it sits straight without any ability to rock, so that means, of course, my ends are parallel to the table. They're straight. There'll be no requirement for straightness or any squareness on the side pipe assemblies, and the reason for that is that, of course, they're adjustable and not cemented nor locked in the T-assembly. So what I'll do is I'll assemble the partial left pipe as you've seen it before. I'll go ahead and cement the elbow and form the left side assembly. And as I said before, maybe because I'm attention deficit, maybe because it's just a little easy to get confused, I went ahead and wrote the description and measurement on each pipe section. So now we have what readily shows as a left bottom. Ooh, boy, that angle gave me vertigo. I've had vertigo before, so I know what it feels like. It's not fun. Okay, the camera, it's kind of an angle. Okay, you see the diagram that I have where I showed the measurement, and you can measure it and calculate it out, but it's easier just to go ahead and seat it the way you want it seated with the right amount of tension. And then measure 18 inches from the center of the T, and you have a piece like the diagram shows. Okay, that's the left side. The right side will go together just like it. It's just a few minutes of video. Go ahead and show it. Master Tech here builds the loop. If I do it without knocking the camera or the tripod down, this is going to be fun too. Okay, I'm left-handed. This is going to be backwards for me. Won't be too bad. Okay, we'll build the right assembly, the right-hand pipe assembly, right-hand upright assembly, the right-hand whatever.